He'll have more than 478 followers.
Easily.
You can't leave it on that way for me.
The two bearded wonders.
Oh, we'll get to it. There's fucking plenty of time for that.
Okay.
Introduction.
Well, it's been a while.
It's been emotional.
It's been emotional. Do you know what? I've got a reason for why it's been so long.
Kitchen.
This is just the Downturn season 2.
You could do that.
We've been working on material.
Game of Thrones takes a break for that long, why can't we?
Exactly. Game of Thrones was 2 years. We were what, September? So what's that been? 6 months? 7 months?
They also have huge budgets. And
We're
better than Game of Thrones.
Well, we have no budget.
I watched
this
Game of
equipment's
Thrones.
pretty fancy.
Oh,
The what?
it is.
This equipment's pretty fancy. Like.
Yeah, the computer's on the way out. Like, so if anyone would like to send us money, buy us a new computer and we'll carry on.
Were we not trying to get me a PS4 the last time as well?
Oh fuck knows. This time I want a Mac because my Mac is getting old and it's on the way out.
Hashtag pray for Scott.
Hashtag first world problems. Buy me stuff. So it's been happening.
Red Dead 2, mate.
Red Dead 2 did take
It's
up
been
a lot
that
of the time off was spent playing Red Dead 2.
How many playthroughs did you do?
I'm currently on my second.
That's pretty good.
I've been waylaid with my kitchen, so I don't know what your excuse is. Oh, I've got the stuff and you need me to do it, is that what you mean?
I'm lazy.
Alright, yeah.
Again.
I bought it, played it twice. Not done much on it since.
That's because you've got an Xbox and you want to be a PS4 guy.
So if anyone wants to buy me a PS4,
send money to.
I'm Xbox for life.
you Xbox as well?
Aye.
Aye, see that's why I don't want PS4 really. Me and Mark are playing it all the time.
He's just on it.
There we are.
Kendo's got a PS4, so that's why me and him are besties.
You're dropping this on us now that you're not a
Oh,
bestie,
I mean,
right?
Matt
Right
knows.
on air.
Matt knows.
Clearly they know what the P stands for then. Pricks.
What about yourself, Mark? What's been happening?
Work.
That's it.
I do a Scottish answer. Working.
Aye.
I've been growing.
You
I've
could
been
ask-
growing the fan base.
You could ask your pals, like, you could see, no, I've seen them in a year, and be on, what's been happening, mate? They'd be like, fuck all.
Aye, that's universal, isn't it?
Anything could have been happening.
Fuck all. If you
Fuck
know,
all,
if
mate.
you know, had six wins since then.
Nah, fuck all, mate.
It's not took up that much of my time. I've been growing the fan base though.
You have been doing a lot of Twitter.
I know. We're up to 478 followers. Most of them real people.
I'm not buying that, like.
But I didn't let the fake betting sites and all that come on and they're like, send us your, and because if you add them back, like when I first got Twitter, I was just adding them back. They'll send you a message going, thanks for the follow here and donate to here, and we'll send you your free walrus repair kit or whatever.
I'd quite like a walrus repair kit.
What are they called? I'm just googling it. I need to get
How
Twitter
come-
so I can follow it.
We should have a follow us and just send us money.
Yeah.
Then we can buy the Mac and the PS4.
PS4,
that how Twitter works?
PS4 and Mac. It was that way.
I don't know.
No, I'll tell you how Twitter works. Twitter puts something up as a news feed and everybody argues about it.
Alright.
They just go, Michael Jackson, it's been proven he's a paedophile. And then they're like, everybody go. And everybody goes mental.
So they just chuck in like conversational hand grenades
Yeah.
and watch the chaos.
Yeah, and then somebody who's famous really buggers up. And like their career is on the line depending on what they do next.
Nice.
So it's like, what happened, gents? Like, there was a paper that accused The Rock of saying that everybody was a snowflake and they all need to man up. And he hadn't really said it, so he's like, I'm suing them. I'm going to take them.
To be fair though, if he had said that, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. But facts don't mean anything now.
Nah, they don't know.
They don't mean anything.
Fake news.
In fact, a fella called Matt was giving us a nice shout out on that on Twitter. He actually started listening because he says, I like your style, pal. I'm going to give your podcast to listen to on Monday.
Really?
Aye, I sent you the thing where he was like, these guys, but we had a
Yeah.
couple of folk shout us out.
I'm surprised that real people listen.
Well, I think we've had 1,000+ listens on YouTube alone.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
And I mean, only 900 of them's been us.
Aye, I know. Me listening
Leave it
back.
on loop.
Just me listening to the 1340 going, well, shoot, I put this in. I missed this part.
Oh man.
So it's not bad, is it?
I mean, if somebody wants to listen to it, that's up to them. I do it for my enjoyment.
Aye, but it's nice though because you listen to things I listen to them when I'm driving and things to pass the time. And who wouldn't you rather pass time with than
The
us.
three amigos.
two beards and a pail? You know,
3 pasty white boys, 2 with beards.
I
Hey,
shaved
what happened
mine.
to your beard?
I gave up.
You had a pretty like decent beard.
It's only decent because the inn before was terrible.
I reckon if you powered through.
Is it like Scrubs, where the janitor grows the beard, but it's all patchy, and he goes, "Give it a couple of days, and then it's glorious." Can
Pretty
You're
much.
like a beard growing coach. That's what you said to me. You're like, just get a couple of days.
Beard
Shite
growing
stage.
guru, mate.
Grow
Oh,
through
there's a
it.
shite stage.
Go
Like,
through
you just
it,
gotta
like-
power through.
I'm at the stage of wanting to shave. Like,
Nah, didn't do it. You'll regret
just
it.
trim it down.
Been there, mate. You'll regret it.
is it kind of like a Rocky montage? Just a couple of days, pal. A couple of days.
What you need to do is just like start training it and that.
This has been like 6 months.
I think your beard looks alright though.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Does.
Thanks.
Nothing wrong with it.
This is why I come here, you see.
Just for the
At home,
reassurance.
Potter's like, get that shaved off.
Get that
I
shit
look
off your
shit.
face.
Aye.
Somebody said to me, they went, "Oh, are you still doing the podcast?" I said, "Oh, we're starting up again soon." And he says, "Take it you didn't go into the convention with the boys with the beards then?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." Because
Do you want to come next year, Mark? There's tickets still available.
what?
Bro beard
like
and
a
moustache
year in
championships.
advance?
Yeah,
Start
me,
growing it now. That's what I've done.
Ah,
who's gone? Me, you, and Kendo's gone. Get a ticket, mate.
Unless
It's a good
Kendo
day.
shitbags it.
where is
Kendo
it?
probably will shit bag. It's at Drygate Brewery. Bro beard and moustache championships. I was competing, and I won. Fuck all, but to be fair, there was some excellent beards.
You've
There.
got to be in it to win it.
You've got to be in it to win it. I was just there for the pants, mate.
Is it kind of like a localized version of Whisker Wars?
Do you know what? It was actually like, see if Drygate was in like Castle Douglas, I'd gone there. It's an awesome wee bit.
That would be my watering hole.
Yeah, it would be my local. It was really good.
I don't really have a local. I just
You
show
probably
up
will in
places.
Congano. I don't think they'll do gluten-free beer.
I did
I-
cider.
If
Did
they
do
did
cider?
cider,
No,
it'd
they
be
did
fine.
cider. Did they?
Yeah.
Did-
There was loads
did
of
they-
stuff on the wall.
Well,
Was it? I can't remember.
are they all like their own brands and that?
No, there was some. I had tenants.
It's right next door to the tenants.
I
But
can, have
Aye.
a, I can have a Corona.
Can you?
Aye, by UK standards, because it's malt barley.
What, is there a difference?
Yeah, if you're in Europe, you can.
Always read the small print, guys.
Depends how it's
Did not
filtered.
Life or death in this point.
Aye.
Well, for him it is.
US, I can have it. It's like vinegar. I can have vinegar, but there's barley in it, but it's malted barley, so it's fine. It's so small, it's like, who cares?
So what is the malt? What's the difference?
It depends how it's filtered. It's all about filtration, mate. It's like a fish tank.
Can have certain types of beer, certain types of vinegar, but a loaf will kill me.
No, a schnapps, gluten free.
Schnapps.
Aye, it's something like that.
I'm pretty sure
Schnapps.
like vodka.
Schnapps.
Oh, the bread.
Aye,
I
aye.
thought I was just like schnapps probably is gluten free. You're probably right.
Aye, makes because again. So is schnapps a vodka?
I don't know what schnapps is. A liqueur
Schnapps?
probably.
I just go give it to me.
Is that not like peach schnapps and that? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I can't have schnapps.
I eyeballed peach schnapps once
Did you?
with contacts in.
Well, that was stupid.
Again. I couldn't open my eye, and then I realised it was open, but I couldn't see anything.
Had you just watched Kevin and Perry Go Large?
I don't-
You must have.
it was stupid anyway. But it's like, gets in your bloodstream quicker.
To
That's
be
why I done
fair,
it, but it was stupid.
aye,
Don't do it, kids.
kids. Again, no one's listening.
We've proven that that's not true.
Well, the two guys that are listening are probably not stupid enough to eyeball schnapps or any sort of alcoholic beverage. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Don't know, knock it till you tried it.
What, eyeball
So-
and stuff?
Are you both like glasses and like
Right.
contacts?
Here,
I wear
specky,
glasses when I'm driving.
specky and contacts. This is getting a bit personal.
It's alright, I'm getting there.
What, with the Gibbs?
Aye.
Do you know what? It's like, I don't need to wear them all the time, but when I do, it's like HD on a telly, so why would I
It
not?
adds to the hipster look, is what you wear.
Rest yourself. Flesh hole, beard and glasses.
Is this our first just talking nonsense one? since
Probably
about
not.
4.
Probably.
No, I-
Yeah,
aye.
with Ben was the only. No, you
No,
done
no,
one with Ben and then
Sam.
Sam.
So
was a
Ben and
talking
Sam were just
nonsense one.
talking stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, I mean, I like how I've asked you what's going on, and you've both got like, I mean, Mark's moved in to Elf.
I did.
That's like a recent thing. Not even a mention of that.
Oh yeah, Mark.
I'm sorry, I wanted to hear about Matt's dog.
Oh,
Ken.
no.
Oh.
Well,
I was just,
You started with that,
I'll
and then
start-
I was
we'll
like,
s-
that's
we'll-
really like
this is what we're gonna do.
this is
Before I've even said what I've been up to, we're riding my dog.
what?
Scott is riding my dog.
well, it depends which way you look at it.
It's just like that. Who was the president when it was like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman?
Clinton.
That's it. That's
Monica Lewinsky.
this is like you. but
not have relations with Matt's dog.
Don't know why I turned into a kind of Trump impression, but
That's
aye.
it.
Is that?
No, well, what's the best? We'll start out with this, right? What's the best insult you've ever heard?
Like in real life?
Just like,
or
yeah, someone
a
coming
comedian?
out with... No, like in real life.
Just in general conversation.
General
when you've just
conversation,
been
what's
like,
the funniest one that's...
aye.
You've not had a comeback for it, it's just brilliant.
I don't remember any that anybody else has ever said, but I remember one that I said because Gary tells me about it all the time. And we were in the Chinese having a sit down,
Oh, God.
and these wee folk just came in, like 16,
Mark, see if this is
18-year-olds.
We're not
and
having
started-
racism.
No.
No racism or
No.
dwarfism or...
No, I didn't mean they were like little fellas. I meant they were
These
like
wee
young.
folk came in and put a dish of food in front of me.
No.
Oh, good
Right,
God.
we're having a sit down. I'll paint the scene, right?
Paint the picture. Paint me
Right,
a
okay.
word picture.
All right, okay. We were in the Chinese having a sit down. There's 6 of us, right? After the pub. And then these, they must have been like 17, 18, whatever. Came in, they had these like boys and lasses, and they must have kent yin of us. And they started like pinching everybody's chips. So they were pinching Gary's.
What?
Ah, you just started talking, but they were talking.
I should imagine they knew Gary then if they were pinching his chips.
I don't know if it was Gary, but they were pinching Gary's and somebody else's chips. And Mark don't share food. Okay? I will kill for my food. I'm Joey for friends. Okay? And they came down and this lassie started just grabbing the hand phase off my plate and started, mind, I didn't know these people, and they started eating my food. And I just looked up at her and just went, and Gary's looking at me like, oh, what's going on? And I looked up at her and went, I'll break your hymen. And I don't know why I said it, but the table erupted and they left. It wasn't a threat. I was just so angry. I went, I'll break your hymen.
I think you've told me that story before, but it still gets me every time.
Aye, and
Brilliant.
I'm sure there's been better, but they left, so
Yeah,
it
but,
worked.
Mission accomplished.
Aye,
Well, my
that was years ago though.
My
Years
favourite-
and years ago.
favourite was in 4th year French. We were sitting, and a couple of the guys beside me, one of them was just like nittering away at the other one, and he turned around and went, "Shut up, you mistake," which had me laughing at the best of times. And then he went, "Your mum thought she was going for an innocent shite," and out popped you. Tears.
What's the
Absolute
difference
tears.
between an innocent
Well,
one?
I don't know what an innocent shite was, but it
Never
made
had
me
a
laugh.
naughty shite before.
Oh God, once.
Like you just drop it, it snaps, and you're like, oh, naughty.
Naughty.
There's no festival shite that's not naughty. Again.
So that was my favourite. What was yours, Matt? And then what?
This one trumps them. Recently, I'm all Team Grey, so the minute everything Scott does, it's a nightmare to live with. It's like, I'm Team Grey, winding Scott up, and I was like, you got to start doing this, you got to start doing that. And then, I can't remember how we got onto this, but I think you were up at near where I stay. And I was
I
like,
don't even think I was.
"Ah,
Actually.
you were.
Oh no, I was in the ride.
Aye. And I was like, what were you doing up there? And I knew what the answer was going to be. But I was like, and he was like, I was riding Potter. And I was like, well, joke's on you because she's at work. Then he turned round and he's like, oh, right. Well, I was shagging your dog. Right? And your old man was watching. Please, what would your response be to that?
It wasn't even. It was the way I said it. I was like, I was shagging your dog, and your old man was there. Oh man!
It's the old man. The old man was there.
The reason I went with that was because your dad lets the dogs out through the day. So I was just like, and your old man was there.
So what would you say to that, man?
There's no comeback to that. It's like, I've got two things there's no comeback to. I've shagged your dog. Apparently that's a new one I've just added. But before that, it was when someone says to you like, oh, I've pumped your mum, it's like, I've pumped your dad. There's no comeback to I've shagged your dad. I did that in the high school as well,
So
actually.
you shagged my dad in high school as well?
Aye.
Jackpot.
No, in high school, someone said to me, it's like, I pumped your mum. I was like, I shagged your dad, he's got a Brazilian. Then got everybody chanting, your dad's got a Brazilian.
No comeback.
No comeback to that.
Nah,
There's no.
nothing in my. I've never been good with comebacks. I've just had a couple that have been shining light. You know, that's it. And I usually am full of drink. I think I'm quicker witted when I'm drunk,
I probably.
and I'm not quick witted at the best of times. Like,
But that happened and it was
Since then, it's just been an ongoing assault. I mean,
everything.
the thing is, Danny keeps sharing stuff of like dogs, which I just like screenshot and send to Matt. What was the last thing? It was like, oh, Sunday
My
dinner.
dog-
No,
aye.
my dog stole Sunday dinner and ruined it. No,
Dog stole turkey off the dinner table and ruined my Sunday dinner.
aye. No, my dog bumped
That was it.
the Sunday dinner, and I was just like, I bumped the dog and ruined Sunday dinner. And your old man was there.
And your old man was videoing it.
You
Brilliant.
enjoyed it.
It's grew arms and legs. Now he's
Pretty
videoing
much
it.
everything that happens, it somehow gets back to the dog. And aye.
So pray for Bruce.
What kind of dog is it?
It's like a wee Scotty dog.
Oh, that's worse.
Poetic justice, mate.
Because I know you'd ruin that dog. Again.
It's like beard on beard. It'd be like Velcro.
I actually like can handle anything except MD having a go at one of my mum and dad's dogs. The other one can fuck right off.
Well, that's it.
Again.
One of our dogs is like
To be
my
fair,
dog. It's
aye.
a manly wee dog, a wee Scotty dog, beard and that. The other one's a wee Jack Russell, but it's like it's the gayest thing I've ever seen. Doesn't go into
Does it
bed.
have a wee scarf
Doesn't go
in
into
it?
bed until it gets a kiss and all this.
Oh, what's wrong
And
with that though?
Why would you not be riding that one? But instead you pick my dog, the man of the house.
Man of the
Nah,
house.
it's just
The thing that gets me is like if someone was to say it's like, oh, I pumped your wife, and then said they'd pumped the dog, I'd probably be more upset about the dog.
No.
Don't take my dog's innocence. Do you know what I mean?
Like when my mum and dad's Alice dog it'll die soon, it's like 14. When it dies, I'll crack a tear.
Morbid.
Right?
this
But
way, my dog's about to die, you know.
if your dog dies, he's gonna crack one off instead of a tear. Again.
Had rigor mortis bestiality to it.
God, how long are we in before
I know.
bestiality came up?
I mean, 16
Jesus
minutes, come on.
Christ.
We're flying.
We're
flying,
flying.
Had
Right.
eight hours of this today.
Oh, good. We had a bit of a nightmare of a day, to be honest, didn't we?
Until it all came crashing down, literally.
Aye.
What did you say?
Well, we were trying to fit doors to a cupboard and it was a bit of a nightmare.
Can we hear that good a Sparky? That
Aren't you
two join in?
Sparkies?
Yeah,
Aye.
we are, aye.
Exactly.
I just had a bit of a nightmare and it was like, because it was like an old one that was all twisted and was like someone had added like as an afterthought, but it was
Are you
coupled together
still-
with like
Are you still
tiny
talking about
bits of wood.
folks' dogs?
It's the cupboard that Jack built.
Oh,
Aye, so the cupboard had to come down, it was a nightmare.
God's sake. That's like, it's just weird. Why were you staying indoors?
Ah, just because
That's what happens when you're good.
needed done, mate.
You're that good.
It's like builder coming in and going, oh, I had a hard day today. What was that? I had a rocket, just wouldn't take off. Christ, aye. Put as much mortar mix as I could into it, just wouldn't go.
Love a bit of mortar, man.
You made joinery sound complicated there, like. Bit of wood can only go two ways.
I can do their job, they can't do mine.
Do you mind they used to have like you
I
went to
can know
college
that.
and they used to have like the apprentice trades wars and that, and like the plumbers would be shouting abuse at the joiners and the joiners were shouting abuse back, and
See, we never had that because we were electricians. Everyone just knew we were gods.
Knelt,
Yeah.
dip their cap to us.
They know we pissed lightning.
weren't
and-
you round the corner away from everybody?
Can you remember the apprentice painter, I think she was?
Lassie.
We've talked about this before, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Wonder what she's up to.
Elaborate.
Probably painting.
Probably. Aye. Again,
Maybe listening to this.
she'll be. Oh, she'll be-
Definitely not.
How
Sure.
small would that world be?
Cool. Get in
Imagine if she was gone.
touch. Lady painter, if you are listening, get in touch.
You can be our friend. But imagine if she was like, I'd say her husband's Bruce or whatever. Oh, Bruce, you not believe it. Right in the dog. Christ, unbelievable.
See that, Scott? It's fucking dogs now.
Get
What's
a
going
Polis. Polis on the phone. Again. You
I'm
get
not
done for that.
See, in 10 years' time when all this comes out and it's
Ah,
the front
no.
page headline and stuff,
The worst it is, I mean, admittedly, it was a joke that's went too far, but fuck it.
you just gotta roll with the punches of these kind of
Just gotta-
things.
Just keep it going, mate.
You don't know where the line is till you cross it.
What line? You're so far past the line. The line is a dart to you.
I'd say I've matured.
What, like a fine wine?
No, like
or
a
like
fine wine.
Like a fine malt vinegar.
That's pretty much me. A malt vinegar.
So, are we glossing over the you moving in with Telf?
What's it like?
How's married life treating you?
Tell us. She won't listen to this, so you can totally slag her off on that.
No, she only listens to like ones that have murderers in them.
So, Mark might not be on the next
What
podcast.
about dog rapists? Does she listen to those ones?
Tell you what, if I saw a podcast and the title was "Dog Rapist of Castle Douglas,"
Dog rapist.
I'd be like, I'm listening to this.
This one needs to be called Bruce Gets Bumped. So what's it like?
Season 2, episode 1. Bruce gets bumped.
we got fish.
What
You got
the
any
dog?
neon tetras?
Yeah,
I like them.
9.
Uh,
Yeah,
9?
9 of
That's a
them.
weird number to get.
You
Why
need to
not?
have
Well, we got
you need to
10
have a
and
school
you
of
died.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, listen, I used to keep fish, and it ended horribly because you didn't have the internet back then to show you every little bloody thing you needed to do.
What to do? Surely you just Keep them clean and feed them.
Nah, temperature,
Really?
filters.
So what happens
Temperature, filters, biomass.
What happens if a fish likes a different temperature from, say...
No, well,
The other one.
You wouldn't have it in a tank.
you don't get yins that like different.
So you can't get like a
temperatures.
half-heated pool. You get climate control in cars. How can
You
you not get that
only
in a
need to
fish
go
tank?
up to 27 most tropical fish.
27 what degrees?
You never seen Finding Nemo? How come that guns
Yeah.
from a fish tank into the ocean?
Was it?
Oh.
Was it?
Ghetto fish, mate. Not worried about temperature.
I don't know. I've never kept salt water. Salt water's different.
Are you freshwater?
Oh, salt! I wouldn't know where to start. Well, I know salt goes in it, but apart from that, I'm stuck.
Where do
There with
you
the
get it?
table salt.
I imagined you just going to like the beach with a bucket.
I had to get you in a
That'll
bath.
do.
I had to get you in a bath yesterday.
What a fish!
Right. Megan gave that. What? Surely it's always in the fucking bath.
That
I
is
went,
exactly where I was
Aye.
going with that. What do you mean you had to bath
right.
your fish?
See if you feed them right, I give them all different stuff, but you give them flakes and they're like dried, and it kind of knackers their swim bladder if they have too much air with it. So they kind of swim up and down. They kind of get right buoyancy. So you feed them frozen peas. But if that doesn't work, you've got to put them in like a salt bath and then a slightly less diluted salt bath and then put them back in the tank.
Way too much hassle. Just
You
get
need-
a
Yeah,
dog.
exactly. You know how you were like, surely you just
I
keep
know.
it clean. This is the problem.
Just get a dog, mate.
You should definitely.
No, they're quite easy. We frogs as well, mate.
Frogs is cool though.
Aye,
You keep frogs in a tank.
Aye, these are like purely aquatic. They come out. They're called African dwarf frogs. They're fantastic. They're like tiny and they're just like swim about like
the
me
dwarf
and Mac does.
cells.
Aye, exactly.
I love how Mark did a wee measure there to show us the size on,
Aye, but I
on an
knew-
audio podcast.
I didn't tell them. I says they're just small, and I went to him because I knew they couldn't say. Look them up. They're lovely. And we've got guppies, neon
man.
tetras.
Do you not think guppy sounds like the worst word for like
Anything.
a blur?
Well,
Gives a swatch of your guppy.
Oh God. They come in red.
Ooh.
They come in different colours.
What guppy?
Oh, aye, they're all different colours. You see.
Guppy, it's almost as bad as gusset,
Oh, Gus, it's horrible.
isn't it?
Bucket's like a simple one that can be used in a bad way.
Aye.
minge is the worst.
Aye, it is.
No, I find that quite beautiful.
Well, I saying that guppy's worse than minge.
Gusset's worse than guppy.
Nah. Gusset makes it make like a smell tip, but
You can smell that word. What were we talking about there? Fish. Oh, right. Aye, that's how we got into that, don't we?
Aye.
I like how we're still asking Mark about what it's like living with elf, but instead now we're talking
Oh,
about
it's,
fish.
it's all right, but we got fish. We're a fish
Oh,
family
right.
again.
Fish bag.
Aye. We're a fish family.
That makes it sound like you've got like webbed toes or something, man. Fins.
What, you didn't?
No.
There's the frog boys of Castle Douglas. The creature from the Black Lagoon's out again. Look at him with that dog. I don't think he should be allowed a dog anymore after what I've heard
Steady
about him.
on, come on, man.
Aye,
It
you
was a
didn't
joke.
be, you didn't beat your own dog.
Aye. That'd be weird.
Everybody likes their own brand. Eh?
Jesus. Did I be talking about my dog like that, Mark?
I know you kill me. Nearly killed me once when I was like doing work for you.
When was that?
We were working upstairs and then we were talking about music and then he said something about your good wife and I kind of said something along the line. It was years and years ago and I kind of said, imagine if she met me first, she'd be different. And you went, what was that, pal?
No.
can't
And I
remember
was
that.
like, oh, he got right defensive. I
Big
was
man
like,
things
can't
came
remember
out.
that.
aye. Chest puffed out and everything. I went, aye.
Say
So
what?
you didn't like Dave Mustaine, do you? Again, I specifically remember us talking about like Lamb of God and Megadeth.
I remember talking about Lamb of God, but I can't remember that.
It's because I was going to see Lamb of God and Megadeth, I think.
Nice.
And,
Change the
and
subject quickly.
and you weren't keen on Megadeth, and then somehow Haley got brought into the mix.
Kim was like,
Aye.
ended up talking nonsense about all sorts. That was like the day. Conversations all over the place.
They always reverted back to one thing.
What? You
Dog.
banging dogs?
No. Didn't he turn me with that brush?
Big sigh watching.
Exactly. I tell him about that.
I could.
He'll listen to this as well.
I bet he does.
Woohoo!
I reckon we should get Sai on.
He'll be like, let's go tip party. Having a brew. What's this purple drink? I want a brew.
Oh yeah, purple drink.
I've got a wee purple drunk on the go. It says Rup.
I've missed it.
What purple drunk?
It took me a month to get off this last time, and now you've just handed it to me. And I'm like, ooh, gimme.
Fuck rehab.
Okay.
Gimme. I'm gonna put a guppy in this and down it.
It's pretty tasty. Like
It's pretty good.
I can see how they get addicted.
Aye. So you like neon tetras?
Yeah.
Aye, you've got fine taste, good sir.
I think it's just because I like the colour of blue. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're cute. Like
As far as fish go,
second tank's getting put up. Like
You get another one.
Oh fuck, aye. I've got an
get a massive one that's like the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like
aye,
built
it's
into
a
the wall.
lot.
That'd be cool as fuck.
See, with really big ones, you're better building them yourself if you can, because they're well expensive. Those small ones are like no bother. You
How
can
would
get
you
a
build
for
them?
like.
You seen that program?
Huh?
What's that?
You seen that program Tanked? They
I
build
think
like
I have,
massive
aye. I
fish
think I
tank, like
have.
bespoke ones for celebrities and that.
Right.
Aye.
Mark's not a celebrity though.
No,
Aye, but he can-
aye, but
Yet.
it's...
Correct. He's got there'll be 479 followers the night after I've got Twitter.
What?
Oh yes, but I know there's another guy called Joey who's like the king of DIY. He's called on YouTube. He's got like nearly 2 million subscribers. He does fish and that, and he builds his own tanks. It's smart as fuck. Like
I reckon we should turn this to like the fish turn. And
the fish turn.
get in this fish fucking building. It took
I'm
2
mad,
million
yeah.
subscribers for fish.
Ah, but he's good. Watch him. He's good as fuck.
We've only
like.
got 479 because we're not geek.
Aye, got you.
Aye, but he's
I hear what you're saying, Mark.
quality. There's a guy I watch who's got more than him, and he keeps ants.
I've seen that.
Oh,
Aye.
Someone's telling me you've mentioned this before in a podcast.
Aye, it's class. Ants Canada, but he's from
Aye,
Singapore.
that's what
It's
it
weird,
was.
but it's good. It's really good. But he
Ants
keeps like
Canada.
spiders and geckos and those things. Ken.
mind when you funnel them ants at work.
Exactly. Millions of them. And millions. Literally took a socket off a woman's wall.
and
in
they
her
just
ki-
came filing it. Didn't
Literally, it was like a clump fell on the worktop, and I was like, I can't do anything with them. Went and got my hoover and started hoovering them up, by which point they were in the bread and everything.
they? Oh God.
And
What
we
I
went
loved
back
was
there.
I was like, "What? Wait a minute, they weren't dead."
Nah.
No, but they must like.
Then all I could think was, "Do you want ants? That's how you get ants." That's all I could think. So he's
And why not?
He's on the phone. There's ants everywhere. That's how you get ants.
There's ants everywhere. And there was.
What do ants not like? Oh, a hammer.
I
No,
just
it's
didn't mess
bees.
with ants.
Bees hate smoke, don't they? Ken, that's how you confuse a bee.
I don't know, mate. I'm not a cruel man. I didn't really do stuff like that to like.
That's humane.
bees and that.
Doesn't kill them, it confuses them. They're going, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, but even like spiders and stuff, I put them outside. I don't.
Oh
kill
no,
stuff.
I try not to kill them unless they're fucking massive.
I'd kill a wasp.
Fair
Wasp can
enough.
do them.
Aye,
do
wasps.
one
I'll
like-
kill a wasp.
Aye.
I'd kick a
Fair
duck in
point.
the arse.
Oh, so I had to kick a duck up there. Brilliant.
The only one I hate that I can't stand and I'm terrified of that's like a wee thing is like a cockroach. I'd rather handle a tarantula than a cockroach. You know
Get
why?
cockroaches in this country.
No, really. But we went to Blackpool Zoo, me and Megan, and it's when I had my I had an injury, so I was limping. You know what one? And and we were going about, but I'm walking about like an injured jetty.
90-year-old man.
Aye, I was horrible, and everybody's staring at me. And we went into and for some reason Blackpool Zoo is pretty good.
I'm not a fan of zoos.
It's alright.
It's
alright.
I'm morally object though. Do you know what I mean?
But it's a
That's what
kinda-
winds me up.
Every time I seem to go to the zoo, though, it's always like the tiger is moving home at the minute. The ones you want to see, you can.
See,
It's like
see with that, it makes me feel uneasy. That kind of shit.
Do you know the thing
I
is?
don't
though,
like seeing tigers in
do you
cages
know what?
and that.
You know what solace I take in it? Some of these animals will probably be getting hunted to
Aye,
fucking
I know,
wild
I
if
know,
they
I know,
weren't
I
in
know.
there.
like elephants.
Aye,
We read a thing. I said everything about elephants today.
Yeah,
Elephant
that-
dies
I
every
know,
15
I know.
minutes.
I get that,
That's
but
mad.
I hate them being like in a stupid wee enclosure. That winds me
Aye.
up. If they're going to like try and have them in like a reserve, I
you
know
prefer a
what you're
safari
saying.
park?
I would say it's better.
I didn't.
But,
I'm not driving my car through that. We done it at Blair Drummond.
Oh, that's scary.
aye.
Aye.
It was like I had the Wayne in the back, and I was like, "You see that? We were already through it." I was like, there was hundreds of monkeys and stuff there. You not see them?
When did Kirkcudbright? You know, Kirkcudbright's got a wee wild
Wildlife park. It's
Aye.
shut, didn't it?
To the public. Aye.
is it?
But I looked up last night. I actually went, I've not heard about that. And I went when I was young, and I went, oh, it's closed to the public, but we're still like looking after the animals. now.
That was that only recently it closed.
Must have
Yeah,
been,
maybe
because
a
I was
couple
actually
of
like,
years
anyway.
oh well, I guess I'll never be back. Because I thought I can take Megan there and
I like
keep her
how Mark's
occupied
giving
for
it-
a couple of hours.
Giving it like a 1-star review. Oh well, it's shut, so
Aye.
1 star.
I
would
never
be back.
I never ever gave anything. I've never gave anything bar one thing less than a 4-star review because I appreciate any effort because I know how hard it is.
Nice segue there, Mark. Know who's a 5-star podcast on iTunes?
Aye, we are.
Huh?
You pointed it out. You were like, I says, we're a 5-star podcast on iTunes. And you went, aye, but I did the vote. And I went, no, you need, I says, no, you need 5 votes to actually, like, get a rating. And you went, holy fuck, you're right. And I went, that's pretty good, isn't it? And your wee face lit up. I went,
To be fair, the review, one of them's me.
aye, but that's all right.
And I can't even remember what I wrote. I was like, comedy genius, best thing ever.
Like,
Or at least my mum thinks
Totally
so.
sold it.
there's at least 3 or 4 that I listen to that are really good, honestly, that have been around 3 or 4 years that haven't even got 5 reviews yet. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't you
Have you
just
got
keep
5 reviews?
No, but they've clearly not.
They need to listen to this and get some material.
I don't know. We just
clearly.
had some very nice folk that gave us reviews. So
What
if you
what
like
they
it,
need
give us
is
a review.
season 2.
Season 2.
They
It's
need
a
to take some
difficult
time
season.
off. The thing is, I said we'd like taken some time off to work on our material. We've got nothing.
Nah.
We're shooting the breeze.
This-
today.
That came
this
with
is
something,
normal
we're
for
just
me.
not using it.
This is just us like easing everybody back in,
Aye.
just to let you know we're not still dead.
This is the shoehorn.
This is us thumbing in a semi.
This is normal for me. You know, you've not got pages of notes, and I'm just like winging it.
Aye,
I'll pop up every now and again
but you're good at
and be
winging
like, yeah.
it. Phineas.
So what have we got planned for season 2?
Well, what did we have planned?
Thought we were doing the 3 favourite
Favourite
films.
films? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm well up for that. I've got you in written if we need like a bouncer. Ken.
Oh, you've got like another game.
Aye. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh,
remember,
and
we
the
used to have
show.
another. Remember that it was me against you.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. He's
Oh,
got a game.
Oh, have
Brilliant.
you got? Ah, right.
Who? Aye.
We
I'd have
haven't,
to listen back and see who won the last time.
I think
Was it
Matt
you?
won, did you
It was
not?
me.
It was you. All right. So Matt's the reigning hardcore
Pipped at the
champion.
post. Oh man,
Ken.
we were looking for wrestling belts today.
Aye.
There's a hardcore one for sale, but it's like 20 quid.
It's,
And it's like I can buy 5 for 60.
aye. I know. They know what everybody. They know the one everybody wants.
Nice.
It's the hardcore you everybody
Aye.
wants, like, innit?
Do you want that prestigious one that The Rock and Austin held? No, I want
Fuck
the one
that.
Crash Hollywood. Thank you very much.
I'm a Steve Blackman kind of guy.
Oh, everybody's a Steve. There's OSW review that I listen to. They do wrestling and films and that, and they've got like a thing where it's your boy stable, and you've got your top boy and your bottom boy, and Steve Blackman's in everybody's. Ken.
Brilliant. Steve Blackman. What a
Steve
guy.
Blackman's he's top boy like. Ken.
Did you not tell me he was a bounty hunter?
He has. He had a pilot for his own bounty hunter show, and it looked
Brilliant.
amazing, and nobody fucking put it through.
I would have watched that.
He looks exactly the same. Jacked looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Ken, I'd totally like if he came to get me, I'd be like, Steve Blackman, fucking put down your arms.
Aye.
Ken,
Ram your dog, the bounty hunter.
He's-
Steve Blackman's
aye.
here.
Oh, he was fucking. It looked amazing, like Ken. One of the great shows that will never probably be made. I've watched this. Well, it's like the day I mind texting. It'll be out the morning. Somebody will be like, "Oh, there's a new show coming out." Steve Blackman, because that's what happens. The other day I remember I texted Alex and went, "It's been a while since I've heard any Fallout news." Ken, it's like, when's Fallout 4? I don't know. Next day, it's been announced. I'm like, wow,
Excellent.
Nostradamus here.
Although, Fallout 4, I didn't think it was
Nah, it
great.
wasn't great. No, it wasn't great. It's like,
What's this? Fallout
Fallout.
4 the game.
Yeah.
nah, it wasn't
Never-
great. It was alright.
Never played it. Completed it.
Completed me.
Red Dead 2, though.
It was really good. Like,
Red Dead 2 was a fucking masterpiece. In
I-
my opinion.
I've just vegetated since then, game wise. I played City Skylines for a while.
I've
Quite enjoyed that.
I've not played anything really since Red Dead. I went through I started playing it again, and I was like just doing all the side missions because I didn't want to miss anything.
Aye. Jamie's like that. Jamie likes to get at it. I'm alright. I
I think
just
he's 100% is it, isn't he?
probably wouldn't be
Is he?
surprised.
Yeah.
He just powers through till
Oh,
he
yeah.
gets everything. It's unreal. Again, I didn't have that much patience. We had a wee thing where we picked like 10 N64 games, 5 each, and see who
Yeah.
could complete them all first.
Obviously, Jim.
I think he got 10 before I got 1. I just did other I just couldn't power through. Can.
I always get distracted in those kind of games.
I don't have the same
And the
time.
amount of times I died in it, and I lost my saddle, no guns, and I was running around with a lasso, and folk chasing me, and I was like, just die. All the time.
I always
'cause
start
it's-
those games wanting to be evil, and then I slowly start being good because you're used to being the good guy, and it annoys me. I want to be evil.
When I'm Arthur, I'm the good guy, but I don't really like John, so I just...
I didn't like
Total
John in the
arsehole.
last game. Aye, he was better in this game at the end, but he's just Arthur is way better.
Sure, my
Way
bounty
better.
everywhere is like $600, and I've got like $100 to my name. That's
What, your
it.
bounty?
Yeah.
I never paid off my bounty. Fuck it.
Does it go away?
No, but the bounty hunters just come and you just shoot them all.
Aye, but I've no
Then I'll
guns.
loot them
I've no
and-
saddle. What am I gonna do? Lasso them?
Yeah.
Ride
Hog
ba-
tie and stab.
ride bareback, not dog back, mate. Bareback, right?
It's got snide.
Purple drunk nearly went everywhere there.
Those two hairy
What wee
bastards
animal are
together.
you terrified by then? Because it was me, it's cockroaches.
What am I terrified by?
Like, I was in that zoo, and like we went in, but you know at Blackpool
Do
Zoo?
you want to know what I'm not big on is like birds.
Really?
Just keep
Alex
it to dogs.
hates birds.
Hey.
Hey.
Nah, but do you know, like, no, I'm not like terrified by them, but some like, do you know, like fucking pigeon shit and stuff like that. It's like that's. Do you know, how, like you can
I
pick
had
up a
to
dog
scrape
shit.
it. I had to scrape it for years.
You can pick up a dog shit.
Pigeon shit's like a different. Do you know what I mean? It's like vermin to me, like birds. I don't like them.
You didn't realise I had to scrape pigeon shit off my dad's shed for years.
Yeah,
when I
but
was
it's
young.
like they carry fucking
It
parasites
stinks,
and
like.
shit. It's rank.
Ah.
So I'm not big on birds.
I know, but I can see Alex hates birds.
Again, it's not that I hate them. I'm not really terrified of anything.
Nah, but you wouldn't want them to touch you.
Nah.
Aye. No, but
Put it
that's
this way, right? See if the end of the world came and it was like, right, here we go, us three out in the wilderness. You know, he's brought back a chicken. You're like, all right, Scott, peel that and fucking cook it. Fuck it. What?
Sorry, I thought you were going with the action you were doing there.
What action?
You were like,
That was my plucking, peeling it. I would be kind of freaked out, like peeling it. Like
No, but like if it
I don't know
was-
if you peel a chicken.
I couldn't do that with anything.
you,
No,
you,
you pluck it.
You
I'd
pluck it.
fancy my chances of cutting up a cow though and getting a bit of meat
No,
off it.
because the first time you nick something,
And
and
what?
it's just like,
Do you know what? One of my friends is a chef, and we went out hunting rabbits once, and I watched him strip it, and it comes off surprisingly easy.
Do you know just grab like its legs and then just put it?
well,
off
that's
the
Red Dead's
That's Red Dead.
So
aye.
it is,
He,
aye.
but he like nicked the kind of feet and then just like peeled it, and it was like honest to God, like taking a jumper off. I was like, that is mental.
Aye, I do like. But like, see if it was the end of the world, I'd be fucked because cockroaches. I didn't like. They're fucking.
They're gonna survive too, so
I
you're
know.
fucked. Aye, fair enough.
I mean, that's it. But like I say, we were in Blackpool Zoo. We're in the elephant enclosure, but for some reason they've got the insects and like
Wait a
fucking.
minute.
It's like a
lizards
rope
there.
of ants walking by.
I
was
wish
it-
there was.
Oh,
It'd be
right.
more
What's with you and
entertaining.
ants?
Because I was at when I was at Blair Drummond, there was the elephant enclosure, and there was like a rope where you kind of do like the
Oh,
ants.
aye, where
and
they
were-
climb. I've seen Ants Canada, mate. No, but I saw where they going from one bit to the
Aye.
other. Aye.
And that was through the elephants. I was just wondering if it was the same.
Oh no,
Thought
no,
that might
no.
be a thing.
But this must be a thing they do because
Elephants didn't like
they
rats
had
and that.
they had like snakes and lizards and cockroaches and spiders and like the wee bit beside them. But like I was looking at the cockroaches, going, ugh, ugh. But you know they're animals. And then I noticed that there was a wee hole in the side, and it crawled out. And I went, oh! Big frilly knickers in the air. This family started laughing at me. Megan's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I said, the fucking cockroaches out. And then she comes, oh, you're a fucking embarrassment. I went, Megan, the cockroaches can get out. What's to stop the tigers and lions getting out?
That does tell you that zoo's security is
know.
pretty lax.
Aye. The elephants are next door.
Tell you what, that would be a 1-star review.
Aye.
Blackpool Zoo.
I've only ever gave one.
What was
it's
it for?
because well, I followed this other podcast. It was years ago when I was
And you
young.
one-starred them.
Oh, aye.
Did they actively like hurt you or something?
They
I mean, how
blocked
do you?
me on Twitter.
So that's
they
why you
JBL'd
one-starred them.
me.
Was this after?
Do you know what they said?
There
There was a guy in the news who was a celebrity because there've been loads of them since, and it was like, oh, they were like, I hope he burns in hell, and I was like, but because he was accused of like, like raping somebody, and it turned out he didn't. Like the whole thing got squashed.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
she was a nutter apparently. She'd done it to loads of guys before. She was on the internet saying, I did this to loads of guys, and her best pal had grassed her in.
Excellent.
Aye, and I just went, well, you don't know till you know, do you? And there's loads of folk that got blocked as well. It's like, why don't you just wait and see what the police say? Again, it's like, we don't know, do we? And it was like, blocked. It's like, I choose to believe the victims. And I'm like, oh, you're a nutter. And I just one-starred them after that. But they got a lot of bad reviews after that because it was just mental. You didn't realise they were mental cases till after.
Right.
But they got a bit shit by that point.
I don't know if I've one-starred anyone, to be honest.
I just didn't leave reviews.
No.
I did it once because it gave me a discount. That was it.
We read a hotel's review, Jens.
Was this on Jerry's Stag Do?
Aye. Were you there?
Yeah.
Aye. When Doogie was reading them out.
Aye, we
Aye.
stayed in this place. I mean, we say stayed. We were on a stag do, so you were in it for
One
like...
night, it was fine, aye.
Yeah, you were in it for like 4 hours. I mean, it wasn't pretty.
Wasn't expecting Hilton.
No. And the next day on TripAdvisor, we were going through the reviews, and the funniest one was
Doogie was reading it.
it was worse than rape.
And then what was the night? It's like, I saw my first prostitute last night.
In the halls of this hotel.
There's
The
a-
thing is, the worse than rape became like a reference for everything that weekend. So it was like, oh, what did you think of that? Well, better than rape.
the pub in New Galloway it's like a dog friendly pub, but the owner of it put something on Facebook where it's like we no longer accept, say, like a bull mastiff type or something in. 'Cause I think there was a dog got attacked by a bull mastiff or something anyway.
Jesus.
So it was like show a bit of support for it. But see, after that, it was on her Facebook, or like on the pub's Facebook, there was like went from about 5 comments, like reviews, to like 200 and something. Folk were just like
Bill Mastiff
everything
things.
about it. And she was like, "You haven't even stayed here," and you're like, "Aye, because we walked past it and we smelled it and stuff."
Oh God.
Oh, it was brutal. And she was just like, "You haven't stayed here. Will you stop leaving reviews?" Someone right underneath it wouldn't want to stay here. It's shite.
Well, this was, you did that.
No, I didn't do it. It was just like random. I was just because she
Alright.
did.
Like from a Bull Mastiff
yeah.
group on Facebook or
Oh
something.
man,
Oh, come up the Bull Mastiff. Right.
popularity of the pub went well high though.
Aye.
Brilliant.
No, it's
Beef with the Bull Mastiffs.
It was just. He's haven't even stayed here.
Stop leaving reviews.
Stay out of my room.
I like to leave somebody a good review, but you know how you can go on like
I like
apps
to
and
show
that.
support
But you
where
don't
I
have
can.
to write everything. You just sometimes have to click fight and it'll go thanks for submitting, and I'm like, you're pretty cool.
Aye.
But they did me bad, so I was like, fuck you, you fucking cunt.
It's
Sorry, I
One
got a bit,
star,
I got a bit angry there.
Sit back down, man.
The keen thing is, I'd probably 5-starred them when I got into them, so I'd probably
Probably.
even do it. But aye, that's the only time I was just like, oh, you're a bugger.
The only time I really review something is if it like asks me for a review, like how do you rate this?
You get it
Or,
from
like-
Amazon all the
Have
time.
you ordered
I don't
something?
see when
aye.
Amazon does it, it annoys me. Do you know what else annoys me with Amazon actually? See when you're like, if you're looking at something and you put it in your basket and you don't like buy it, it'll be like, yeah, we noticed this is still in your basket, buy it.
They seem to get
Buy it
deals
now.
every
Do you know
other
what?
day
I
about
do
like the
that.
same thing.
I do that, but it's not the worst thing that they're saying. You know, this is in your basket, by the way. You didn't go around the shop, put something in your basket, and then like sell everything. Going, I'll keep the basket. Just keep it there for me, Willie, pal.
No, I know that, but that's the whole.
Aye, but because that's in your basket, they're saving it for you. And if you're never gonna buy
But they're
it,
not
somebody
saving
else
it
is.
for you.
Aye, they are.
No, they're not.
No, no.
How are they not?
It's not. You're not reserving it. You're just
No.
putting it there and then
To
buy
remind yourself. What I sometimes do is I'll stock it all together
Somebody
and be like,
lied to me then.
yeah, that's shite. That don't know if I
Aye.
told you that. Because with me, it's like I do it to see how much it's going to cost me, and then if I can get it cheaper anywhere else, you know what I mean? Like dotting all the stuff
No,
up.
no, I do the same. But I didn't realise. I thought they kept it free
No, no.
for so long.
You
Anyway,
know, like fucking hell,
The
Mark's
last
been
time I
keeping this
got
for
some
6 years now.
fucking hell, that Godzilla eating ET t-shirt that's literally sitting in my basket. I'm like, come on, it's only £8. Come on.
There's a t-shirt I want by Scumbags UK. It's the purge
like it.
face. It's like a black t-shirt with a yellow purge face. It's cool as. So probably gonna buy that.
I like
we
that.
shout out to Scumbags UK.
The last time I
Sometimes
bought
you
some off Amazon, I can't remember, it was nothing. I can't remember what it was, but it came and she was like, "How you got 2 parcels here?" Didn't have a clue, and came home. It was a T-shirt that was in my basket from not the last time I
Oh,
ordered
no
stuff,
way,
but
you
the
bought
time
the two of them?
before.
Nightmare.
No, I bought like the T-shirt, which I don't know why I said save for later or something.
I
when I
know.
went to buy it,
do that.
and I was like, "Oh well, made a T-shirt out of it."
Yeah, I had to pay for it.
Exactly.
It's like, Scott, there's a hat in this as well. Yeah, they were just giving those away in exchange for money.
Somebody messaged me the other night, going, "Oh, you can get flashlights on Amazon now, mate." And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Aye, look." And I was like, "I can't even who texted me this." And I was out the blue, and I was like, "Oh, look, you click a button here, and then it all comes up."
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
But speaking
Disappointed.
of flashlights, we when I was fitting my kitchen, had a bit of bother with my waste pipes. Mark suggested a HEP VO valve, which I duly purchased. Got it home, looks like a flashlight.
You're obsessed with plumbing stuff looking like sexual apparatus
Kinda.
because I got a plunger and you were you
That
thought it
looked
was.
very. When I came in, I was like, Mark, I hope that is some sort of plumbing piece of kit because it looks like a ribbed dildo.
I went to the pub to clear their drain, and do you know Chop?
Oh yeah.
Aye, and Chop was like, "Did you bring the master plunger?" Because he
Brilliant.
heard about it, and I whipped it out, the master plunger, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And he started just plunging all the sinks for me. He's like, "Can I take it up the stair?" I'm like, "Aye." He's like, oh, "That's a hell of a buy. I'm getting into them. It'll do me for life." He was
The best
loving
thing is
it.
they're about £8. They're
Aye.
brilliant.
They're in other plumbing shops now.
Brilliant.
I started a trend.
They are good.
I
It was
noticed-
when I walked in and it was sitting on Mark's. I think a commando rolled in actually.
you
That
did.
sounds like something I would do. And then I was like, Mark, what's that? And you're like, coffee table. Big, blue, and ribbed.
Aye.
I'm saying blue.
Green.
Turquoisey blue.
Aye, kind of dark green
Yeah.
blue, but like I remember I got it and I used it in Tony, and then like the next week I looked in the back of his van, there it was, standing
Brilliant.
proud. I'm like, I've started. So aye,
Hey,
if you ever need a
speaking of-
plunger, master plunger, Amazon.
Speaking of
Day forever.
plumbing tools, which apparently we are, Martin's got like a bazooka thing for unblocking
I've seen
stuff.
them.
It is mental.
Aye, I've seen them. I've never used one though.
And speaking of guns at work, Kendo this morning shot Matt with a cap gun.
Walked in. Yeah, I've been shot before. What? Kendall's a big guy. Jumps on me.
Shoots
Pinned
him
in the
with a
corner.
cap
He's like,
gun.
Did they have to pin you down to
It
shit?
didn't take much pinning, like.
Aye.
To be fair, he got him in the corner, kind of just like swamped him while Matt was making a coffee.
Swamped him. Hey, go swamp thing.
Mental. Don't know why. So tomorrow I'm going to take in the Nerf gun and wait for him coming in. If you're in early enough, we'll both shoot him.
I've got a Nerf gun at home.
Quality. Let's just
We
like
Suki ends on it. Giving
brilliant.
it like
Right in the forehead.
Sicky ends.
Well,
I'm
gents, that's been 45 minutes of utter drivel.
the best kind of drivel.
Well, the only drivel.
we've done well.
To be fair, I mean, it was just chatting shit. What are we doing next?
Six
easing
months
in,
and we
aren't
got
we?
45 minutes of material. That's not bad.
I mean, I'm just gearing up. What's your favourite film, Matt?
Ever.
Yeah,
Incredibles.
The Incredibles. I have seen The Incredibles. No, I
I
haven't.
mentioned to Megan last night. I think
The Incredibles is a superhero one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alex was doing, and
Have you got the fireman's pole set up yet?
no.
Alex lives above Mark.
We'd
And I was
probably
like,
end at the
just get
whole-
like a spiral staircase. And he was like, nah, mate, fireman's pole.
That's
Like,
the
that's
dream.
even better.
That's the dream. No, but The Incredibles was on like the Sky playlist or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because we were setting up for Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, I've never seen that. And Alex went, I've never seen it either. And Megan went ballistic with us. What have you been doing
not
with your
surprised.
life? Aye.
So, your
I've heard it's great.
Incredibles 2's just came out.
Aye, I heard it's great. I seen folk like when they were making other movies, like is it Disney or
Yeah, it's a
Aye.
Pixar, I think.
a
Pixar,
Pixar?
aye.
And they were making other movies, and they were like, "You're making this shite, and we could add in The Incredibles too, you bastards."
10
To be
years.
fair, Toy Story 4, I'm going to be kicking kids out the way when I go to see that. Like,
Toy Story's one of them ones that's actually stayed quite good. It's like Shrek's good first two, three's okay, and then four's crap. Apart from that one moment where it's like, "Daddy, do the roar, Daddy." Megan does that incredibly. Again,
aye, Toy Story 4, definitely getting watched.
that's good.
So, Incredibles, your favourite?
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way. It's a toss up for me. I don't know which one I'm going to go for.
Pulp Fiction or The Italian Job.
Pulp Fiction or the original Italian Job. Both.
Both good.
I think, since you've got a kind of gangstery film, I'm going to go for original Italian Job.
Ah, that's fine. Well, you don't have to change just because of me.
No, I'm just meaning it's a nice wee variety.
I was talking about Booty earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That's today with Carlito's Way because I was looking up facts for it before like we took a break.
That's what we should do, like top trumps.
What, for
Of your-
films?
for your favourite film.
What do you mean, like top
Like,
trumps?
how much it grossed in the cinemas, all that. The
Good
names
call,
in
actually,
it.
yeah,
So who's like the famous name in it.
Right, well, obviously Michael Caine, so I'll win.
Oh, just wait a minute. I need to research on that. then. I don't
Sorry,
think we should
mate.
do it.
John Leguizamo's in Carlito's Way, who went on to be the wee sloth in Ice Age. I win.
Nah, tough
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah. Samuel L.
Frozone.
He's in everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in every. To be fair, I think Matt wins. Samuel L. Jackson.
I didn't realise he was in it. Who else does
He's
the
the-
voices in that?
You can't. You must get that Frozone bit where it's like, "Honey, where's my super suit?"
Aye.
Don't think
You
I've
will
seen
definitely
any.
know that.
You must. You'd have seen
Can I
memes
Google the
actually.
names in
Yeah,
this?
you will have, you
Can
will
I
have.
Google the names in The Incredibles?
I can't
'Cause
think who else.
I've never ever.
Mark, what are you doing? You're using next podcast material.
You wished I need to
Stop
know.
giving them facts now.
I know you need to. You need
No,
to research
I'm not
for me,
gonna.
Mark.
I'm not gonna read it out. I just want to know if I know
You'll be like,
the honor.
I ken him.
Oh, yeah, that guy. This is just dead air. Just
I
Mark
can.
going,
know,
I can already
oh, yeah.
tell that The Incredibles has probably the best critics and fan response of any film we've done. I think Zodiac was quite high, wasn't it?
What for?
I usually read out the Metacritic and the Rotten
Oh, yeah,
Tomatoes and that would have been quite high, but
Well, what have we done? Hot
I
Rod.
made a playlist of the movie ins on YouTube.
Did you?
Aye.
What, on the actual Downturn page?
I think they might be on my page, but
I was gonna say-
trying to convert them over, and I don't know how. But they're in.
I'd
They're in
probably
order.
just need to give you the
They're
login
in
stuff.
They're in order though. Can.
Oh, man, Sexy Beast was such a good film.
That's probably quite high. So we've done Black Dynamite.
That was a
uh,
great film as well.
I
actually.
liked how it was that Matt on Twitter said, right, that's the movie sorted for the night. I wonder if the wife will enjoy it. I went, she'll be quoting it till next week, pal.
She will hate
Yeah.
it.
Then we did the 13th Warrior, Hot Rod, Zodiac, Sexy Beast, and The Happening.
Oh, The Happening. Fuck, I hate that film. Absolute shit.
What was
So
10?
that's-
Aye, so that's it. So we've done 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5,
Pick a film.
6 films.
Pick a film for the next one. The three faves. Who's do you want to do first?
I could do mine quick. If you want
I
extensive notes, because I know that film like the back of my hand, and I've already done some of
And
it.
I don't think we should day mine because my research skills are poor.
We can watch The Incredibles and talk about it though.
Uh-huh.
If you want me to sit and quote The Italian Job to you from start to finish, that can be easily arranged.
Dodge can do that with Happy Gilmore.
Brilliant.
It's incredible.
Happy Gilmore.
We after 25 minutes we went right fine. We believe you.
Aye,
Okay.
I'll take your word from it.
Aye. Well, whatever. I can do mine quite quick though.
Easy.
What's it? Carlito's Way?
Aye.
Never seen it.
You can what? It's not
You'll
the best film ever, but
definitely
it's.
you'll have seen bits of it. I wouldn't
Have you
pretty
ever
much
played
guarantee.
GTA?
Several times.
Is it?
Which
Vice-
one?
I think it's.
Completed it.
Is it?
If it's San Andreas and
No.
you're Haley, who can remember?
Aye, it's. I think it's Vice City. Is basically
That was
Mr.
probably-
Vice City.
that was
is
probably
based-
Vice
City
I
is
remember.
Scarface, isn't it? A lot of Scarfaces in that.
What yin's got the
Eh.
lawyer who's Jewish?
Almost every GTA game. That could be Vice City actually. Ken Rosenthal he's called, isn't he?
That's based off Carlitos.
And
Way,
then you've got
basically.
Mr. Diaz though.
Oh no, that's. Aye.
That's,
it's been
is that
too
not
long
Scarface
since I
as well,
played.
though?
Maybe. Well, it would be kind of mix of both.
It's, aye, 80s.
I've got a million facts about it, so I could do it quite quick if you wanted.
I love The Italian Job.
Aye.
Brilliant film.
Because I think by the end of it, we should have a kind of non-biased, right, who are these three films, what yin did we enjoy the most? And I think...
Non-biased. My favourite film, obviously, man.
No, but like you can have to stay away from your own a wee bit.
Stay, being which one of your two?
Aye, so like, see if
right.
Matt watched our two and then went, oh, I tell you what, actually, like Mark's well surprised me, I totally loved that, and yours was good too, but you know, we kind of have to come to like a wee kind of agreement.
Yeah.
It's like how if me and Jamie do a Celtic and Rangers team, we have to mix it up unless there's a big argument. So it's like you get a striker, I get a striker, but we should really fucking think about central midfield. I can't really argue without Brian Laudrup, you know what I mean, Ken?
You'll,
Like that kind of shit.
You'll probably not be sticking Morelos in there.
Oh fuck no, unless no, I don't want
For
to
the
play with 10
bands.
men. Ken, keep him, Ken, keep him forever. Ken, he'll score in the next game, definitely. Score in the next Old Firm.
What,
Ken.
in 5 games time?
True, but aye, but I think that'd be quite fun. I think it'd be fun because I have not seen. If you pick Pulp Fiction, I've not seen it in a while. If you pick the original Talent Job, I've not seen that in 10
You've
years.
not seen it at all?
It'll be a while
You seen it
since
at all?
I've seen it.
What the original
Years
Talent
ago.
Job?
Okay.
No, I have, but it'll be 10 years. It'll be two. I can't remember barely anything apart from like the most famous scene.
And there's you, 30 year of Clyde Fitter.
When we were sitting in that wee
Where
bit.
were we when we
We
kept
were
saying
going to see
that?
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club,
Oh.
and we were in that bit, and something came up, and I went, "See that 30 years of Clive Fitter, Panic Merchants, Panic
was.
Merchants."
Brilliant.
So we'll
That'll
do
do.
one of them,
Aye.
Aye. So you've got those three to look forward to, and I've got a buffer episode
We could,
or, yeah,
aye,
for
we could
after
chuck,
if you
we
want.
could like mix it up.
Aye, I've got that Tales from the
Wee
Mark
bumper
side
pack.
as well.
Well, aye, we
If
could
we
chuck
need
in,
it,
chuck
just-
in another shit chat in, if you want.
Aye, just whatever. It's yours. You're the.
What do you mean it's mine?
Oh well, it's yours, not yours. See, he's already trying to
yours.
take control of
I
us,
know.
isn't he?
Well, let's be honest, we're in his house, his mark, his equipment.
Well, wait, it's my mark to do until someone buys us a new one.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If we don't end up with a sponsor by the end of this episode,
Then there's pretty much
just
nothing
need
we'll
to
do about it.
Name hundreds of big brands.
I'm only
Coke,
I'm
Pepsi.
I'm naming the brands that I like. So
I
Do
like
you know?
Coke and Pepsi.
Do you know what they are?
Brawbeard,
Aye.
Scumbag Clothing UK.
I think it would be funny if we say Iron Brew, Vimto.
Oh, Denny. You know they make me not well.
Do you know what every podcast I listen to does? To be fair, I made some wrestling yins, but the good old days. But they all get sponsored by Blue Chew, which is like a dick chewing gum that gives you a hard on.
No, it's
They're
like
all
bad,
about it, like, but they all rake in money off.
I
this
have
bit.
no idea what Blue Chew is, but I'd quite like a shot in it.
I
for a
don't know if
laugh.
it's just US now,
Bound to be.
but
That doesn't sound like it's been
they-
approved in the UK.
they are they are
That is not
making
planned.
serious money, like promoting this thing, like Ken.
That's what I said. Blue Chew, Blue Chew, Blue Chew.
I'm not even promoting them. I want a bit of Blue Chew chewing gum.
I'd
What's it?
try
So what
it.
is it? Is it Viagra chewing gum?
Aye,
basically?
but it's like you can basically you didn't have to apply for it; you can get it sent to your house.
Cool.
So you, didn't
you
have
can
to go to
buy
the doctors.
Viagra
or
over the
that.
counter now. So I'm
No,
told.
no, but can you get it delivered?
Probably.
I don't know if you can. You need a doctor's line, do you know?
No, you can buy it.
Maybe it's
Last time I was in the
maybe this
chemist,
is
it was
US.
like over the counter
maybe
Viagra.
but maybe this is US shit.
Maybe.
I don't know. But
This
that,
is the good
aye.
stuff.
they play it up like that, and it's like you chow it, you chew it down, and then
Do you know,
20 minutes you're rocking it.
So Viagra now comes in pill, chewing gum, ointment, I hate that word.
What a ointment.
It's a shit word, innit?
Folks say cream like.
Kind of folks say, I said it because I wanted to raise my beef with it. Kind of folks say, like, I hate the word moist. Ointment is worse. Much worse.
Do you know what I was listening to the last podcast and they were talking about, it's now Ron Hubbard episode, and they were talking about the worst thing you can say to a woman, and was it Henry said, "Let me pour myself into you."
We were talking to Kilby the other day, and it was like, have a nice day. And no, the difference between have a nice day and enjoy the next 24 hours.
Oh, Jesus. Aye, that's...
Kilby's an enjoy the next 24 hours kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
He said it like well sinister.
He can say things quite sinister and you can. He's a lovely lad, but you kind of go, oh, he could...
It was yesterday when we were eating the roll, and he was just like, hope you choke.
Oh, it was like walking by me, I was eating something, it was like, oh, what's that? Coleslaw with shit in it, is it? It's like, what?
He's like, that went from 0 to 100
Oh.
real fast.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And I wouldn't mind, it was a bit of cheesecake.
Exactly.
Coleslaw with shit in it, aye.
Coleslaw with shit.
Yeah, it's a coleslaw cheesecake, mate.
Oh, God, that's glorious. I love that. God,
Well, it's nice to be back.
it's been
Don't
emotional.
call it a comeback.
I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers to fears, making the tears rain down like a fool. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, and overpowering over the competition.
That's,
I'm towering, record shop when I drop.
Do you
these
not know
lyrics,
about
I'll
all the
make you
copyright
come.
shit that's been going
I
on?
know.
Oh, you can't even sing it now.
Nah.
Oh, see, you shouldn't have.
What is it
started
called? Article 13?
Aye,
I don't
but-
care.
Oh,
YouTube's got
We
right.
sang it so they can sponsor us, obviously.
YouTube's got real beef with copyright, but we're Scottish. So you ever tried to put in
Understand us.
You ever tried to put the subtitles in our videos?
Saying that one.
Hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I did see that, Jens. Aye. Zodiac. All right, pal. Good.
Hilarious.
No,
Brilliant.
aye. No, aye, I seen a bit of that. Everybody was gone, like, mental with it.
Ah, fuck it.
Everything I watch is...
Copyright strike me, are you on?
Everything I watch is, like, a review of something. Or, like...
Reaction videos.
Aye, reaction videos.
The Downturn reacts to your reaction to the Downturn.
Oh.
I hate reaction videos, they do my head in.
We were actually talking today about putting subtitles on videos. I've
Oh, yeah.
started watching videos with subtitles on
do you
it.
do that? Watch, like, say you're watching Game of Thrones, do you put the...
I used to do it with everything and I stopped.
Why did you stop?
I don't know.
Why did you do it? Because you're not
Well,
deaf.
aye,
Why
what's
did you
your
start?
reason for doing it? Because I do it.
Right. I used to watch American Dad every night non-stop when I lived at my mum and dad's, and I watched American Dad with subtitles. And then when I moved out, I stopped. I don't know why.
What, you watched it with subtitles because you'd have like the telly turned down or something?
Probably. I think he's just cracked it actually. I think
Well,
Makes sense.
Poirot, you're amazing. Can.
Me and Matt were talking about it today, and he nailed why we started doing
This
it.
is
and-
Paul. I can't take credit for this.
No,
This
this is
Potter's
why I
like-
started doing it. I was like, I'm going to have to put subtitles on. Because I was watching Game of Thrones and eating popcorn, and I could not fucking hear the telly because I was shoveling it in that
See, you're
fast.
snarking. And you're like,
Aye, it's in your ears.
aye.
But do you know Game of Thrones? Do you know, like, Megan watched it with me and then says, oh, well, I'll catch up, but I'll watch it at my mum and dad's. And
She
I
didn't
said,
have the
"That's fine."
Dothraki subtitles on, did she?
She had the widescreen and that, and they weren't showing up.
Yeah.
And she just thought, well, I thought they were just... And I says, no, I would have thought the same thing, to be honest.
To be fair, the first season, maybe, you don't actually understand what they're saying, then they
No,
translate
that's...
it.
I remember...
Because it just gives you the Dothraki
Well, it's only...
subtitles.
They've got that guy at the minute that's translating it for them, isn't
Aye,
they?
Jorah,
But I bought the first DVD of Game of Thrones in HMV when nobody gave a shit, and then read the books, and I kept secrets for fucking years and knew everybody's trying to spoil
I
it.
liked it before it was cool,
Yeah.
man.
He's just getting into it. But the books aren't finished, are they?
No,
Like,
they'll not be
what they're
finished.
making is...
He's literally said there'll be fucking ages. Oh,
The thing is now, like, because it's been finished on the telly, it's like, what, you don't have to write it now,
there are
do you?
slight changes in the books.
Yeah, yeah, I know that, but it's
Why
gonna...
do they do that? Why do they write books and then make the film, like the TV with it?
Well, to be
program?
fair, he started writing them in like the 90s, and he was cracking them out every 2 years. But the last one he did was like 2011, so he's got slower and slower and slower, and there's still 2 books to go. But obviously, like, everything's caught up. But I actually thought they were keeping it 2 years, like to let him finish. But obviously, no, he's nowhere near it. But
To be fair, he's probably just raking in that sweet cash.
oh aye, he's a big jolly guy. Aye, looks like
I
Santa.
can't
What's his name?
Oh no, fucking, I was gonna say
Oh,
Tolkien.
you were
George
George
R. R.
Tolkien
Martin.
there, weren't you?
Eh?
I always get him confused with
Aye.
Tolkien.
Aye, George Martin. Roland Martin.
Oh, I forgot to talk about him.
Aye. What the guy that when I got Facebook, I used to just add random folk like Bin Laden and all that, and then I added a guy called Roland Martin because he looked cool, and then it turns out that over the years he's became a big guy in CNN and he's kept me as a pal.
Your friend Roland.
Aye, but he's always gone on about like
Political stuff. I
political stuff and like race stuff and that, and then I look on and I'm like the only white guy, and it's like, yeah, again.
Mark likes this.
Ding, again, love, lol. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but me and Roland, we go way back.
Bet you've gave him a 5-star review on CNN. Though.
Oh, I don't know if you can, but I bloody well would.
Good guy,
Roland's
Roland.
a good guy. Look at Roland Martin.
I'm going to look for a Roland Martin and see the one mutual friend and Adam.
Please do.
And be like, the Downturn supports you,
Seems
Roland.
a good guy. Seems a good guy, like.
He better return the favour.
Aye.
Aye, better follow us back. Get us promoted.
Get us promoted! I took our Twitter page to over nearly 500
No, I
followers.
mean Roland. He's
Oh,
on
right,
CNN.
aye.
He's got a global audience.
He does, aye.
See, Mark getting a bit angry
Aye.
again.
Nice
here.
stuff, mate.
It's
That's
twice
it.
now.
1-star review at the Downturn. Jeez.
You put it up. I don't like that Mark boy.
That Mark's a dick.
Could have
Make
tell you,
hundreds of profiles.
could have told you that in episode 1 myself.
Pride myself on it, mate. Right. We're calling it a day. Because I was expecting this to go on for about 20-25 minutes, if I'm honest.
Oh, we can kick the arse out of things.
We
mate.
definitely can.
What's that? Is that a dead horse being beaten?
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
Why would it knee? It's dead.
I don't know.
I love fish and Ants Canada.
Ants Canada. Ants Canada's got a hell of a promotion from us.
And
so
the king of DIY, Joey, answered my question online about my fish tank when it was getting cloudy. I was like, yes.
clean it, you scruff. Okay. All right.
Stop putting so much chemicals in it. Sometimes too much just isn't good. Cheers, Joey. Pooh! Got it.
Cleanest fish tank you've ever laid eyes on.
You can clean too much and kill them.
This is a whole other podcast we're getting
I
into
know.
here.
Back to the downfish, I don't know.
Aye, back to the downfish. Aye, I'm good. Thank you, lads. I've had a great time, and bring on a movie next time or whatever.
The pleasure's been all yours.
Cheers, pal. Nice ending. A wee downer, you dog pumper.
Okay, I'll just be nice and see you later.
I was going to say, I'm trying to think what we've talked about. Dog sex was the main thing, if we're honest.
It's because no one can believe it. I can't believe it.
I don't believe it. I watched that
I
Father
can't-
Ted where he's in it.
Do you know what? It's like one of them things, though, that someone tells me I've said, and I'm like, I can't really remember saying that, but it does sound like me.
The moral of the story, though, was that you can't get back at that answer.
Oh, yeah, there's no comeback.
No.
There's not. So, I won.
Well, you didn't, because
Hey,
my hat's
Matt,
better than yours.
Remember,
Nah,
remember when we got the same hat, and mine's was better than yours?
Wait, wasn't he, though?
Well, it was, though. It just was. 9 Brawl logos on it, mate.
It wasn't 9.
You only
anyway.
got 7. It was 9.
You see if I couldn't count like you, I've got 26 then.
Nah, yeah, mate. You just hit it. My hat's got more logos on it than him. Every hat's unique. Mine just got more than him. And I was like, well, more's better.
How?
The founder
He
of
came out with this pish mark. Less is more. Less is not more.
The
More
founder
is
of
more.
the
How
company
can less
has
be
only
more?
got 4 logos on his hat.
Nah.
So
how are these hats? How can they not? One of them not be the same as the other?
Because they're not.
it's
Everyone's
just like,
unique.
imagine like
mate.
a
What
big
type
bit
of hats
material,
are these?
Like camo.
Camo. Snow camo.
Urban camo.
Snow camo. That's
You
Or
can't prove that.
snow.
You cannot prove.
fucking telling you, mate.
You,
See, that's why mine's is better, because mine's is urban camo.
Nah.
In my urban environment.
how can you
What, in New
prove?
Calloway? It's the hills, mate.
The hills have eyes. The hills have loads of hats apparently as well.
So what have we learned? Matt's dog, bit of a slut, and his hat shit.
I said it was more like Matt's dog. Feel sorry for him because he's raped. And my hat's quite good, actually.
No, you know what I've learned? You're not keen on birds, and dogs are your thing.
To be fair, dogs are not my thing. I'm not having that.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you be you.
Everybody's got their thing.
Everybody's got their thing.
If this doesn't get 1-star review.
Aye, that's it. The dog community's just got to be
I
like
know.
right on this.
Again, I just done that for a bit of publicity. That's
Admittedly, it's a joke that went too far. Aye. Right.
To be
got-
fair, I quite enjoyed it. I mean, it goes to show you what the audience likes when the expanding foam story got the biggest shout.
Brilliant. The expanded foam story is a belt.
It is a good story,
Oh man, we need to get Ben back on actually because he was telling us a story about at Christmas when him and his brother got a BB gun. Hilarious.
Is he feeling a bit more calm after he's got a
You'd
good
have to
bit
do it
of...
outside or something though. New kitchen, you know, and break something in here.
Oh fuck no, we'll hit it at like Matt's house.
Is he a bit more chilled though since he got like somebody was giving him a good shout out in that
That's it, that's
story?
it. He's like class.
Aye,
He's like,
so,
what about you? And like,
aye, so he maybe chilled out a bit. You know what I mean, Ken? That's it.
I'll need to get another mic. I
Good
seem
feedback
to,
gets you feeling better about it.
I seem to have lost a microphone, so.
Have you checked the dog?
Leave that in there for later. That's Simon getting there.
What, Simon?
Size-
You mean like
Big Size probably got it. Size probably got it.
Yellow, blue.
Are we calling it a day?
I think we should. We've been.
I know this is the
we've been
fifth time now
teasing
we've
it
been
for-
saying this.
Ah,
like,
okay.
We've been teasing it for 25 minutes. I'm like, just end it.
I know.
See you later.
Ta.
Ta-da.